Hey guys, it's me Kiri, aka Otaku King here, and I'm back for another review. I received some of the feedbacks from some of my friends, and I'm decided to change up my options, and today I'm going to go kind of unscripted with this review. I wanted to review this anime because the manga is kind of near and dear to me, and I actually got in touch with the manga basically through people recommending it, and it was very highly rated and people were expecting a lot from this anime, and this is the anime I'm going to review. It's going to be Black Clover. Let me give you a little synopsis. In the synopsis voice. In a world where magic is everything, Asta and Yuno are both found abandoned at a church on the same day. While Yuno is gifted with exceptional magical powers, Asta is the only one in the world without any. At the age of 15, both receive grimoires, magic books that amplify their holders' magic. Asta's is a rare grimoire of anti-magic that negates and repels his opponent's spells. Being opposite but good rivals, Yuno and Asta are ready for the hardest of challenges to achieve their common dream, to be the Wizard King. Giving up is not an option. Yeah, that was the best voice I could do, but basically, I love the manga. I jumped into the manga real quickly. I actually binge read it. I mean, if that's a thing, but I liked it a lot. But let's talk about the show. In anime, people have a saying: you watch 3 episodes to figure out if you like the show or not. And that's to determine everything, like, because you got to give it time to get into it and everything, get into all that. And there's another saying in anime. Anime is basically mostly made up of it basically comes from a manga. 90% of it comes from a manga. The other percentage, they just make the anime without any manga. Mangas are basically anime comic books. Um, what to say about this one? There's something when you don't follow the manga, it's called fillers. And with the 3 episode rule, 2.5 episodes are fillers. The first 3 episodes are almost fillers. How do you make the first 3 episodes fillers? How do you catch people back on this anime or try to get them on this anime? Like, the manga was so good and you basically just shitted on it. Like, with fillers, it's so frustrating because I was actually very excited for this anime. I was very excited to watch it. I was hoping it would be great as the manga is. I mean, the manga just jumps you into action. Like, there's literally sagas usually in animes or like shonen animes, which this is. And there's like usually sagas, and the manga just jumps you into that. Like, literally from saga and then right into it. There's so much good aspects of it. There's no like any like low in between it. But I mean, like, to come up with fillers in the first 3 episodes, I mean, you got problems. I mean, it's so boring. It's not what the manga is. The manga is fun and this is boring. You basically just shitted on the manga that was so good. So good. Like, I recommend you guys really read the manga and not even watch this anime because, like, it's just so boring. I mean, I get it. It's the typical tropes of, Asha is the basic guy who, has no power, has no nothing, the underdog, and he finally gets up there. And then there's the one character, the rival, that's like the best in the world. And I get that. And those animes are near and dear to my heart, like Fairy Tail and all that, because I'm a person that believes in, like, doing things for your best friends or your nakama, as they call it, and basically, doing the best you can and being the best you can and being nice and all that and being the underdog, because I just do that for my friends. But, like, the thing that was different about this was basically, like, there was no low period. And, like, there's stuff like bad guys, which they haven't even gotten into yet. They haven't even gotten to the basic of the bad guys. It's so slow. It's on the 6th episode. And I watched all 6 and it still kills me. Because, like, with the 3 being fillers, I don't even want to really watch it. And it's so slow to start off, where the manga is so quick. And usually fillers are like the in-betweens to let the mangas catch up with or sorry, let the anime catch up with the so the anime doesn't catch up to the manga. You have no material whatsoever. But there's a lot of material out there that they just did not need to do fillers at the time. It just makes no sense. I mean, they wanted to add their own story to it, and like the beginning episode, I liked that they added the fact the baby scene, which is not in the manga, which shows both babies, except the only gripe I have about it is basically they show Asta as like really strong as a baby, which is not true. Asta just works out and makes himself strong by working out, by trying hard because he knows he doesn't have any magic. But I mean, everything else, god damn, it just upsets me. I expected this to be so good. I expected this to be another fairy tale, and it just isn't even close. I mean, like I said, I understand fillers and I understand where they come from, and I understand you don't want to be like the manga, but I mean, another show like My Hero Academia, which I will get into and I will do a review for, does it so well and follows the manga to a T and adds little things to it to make it run great. And then they split it up into seasons so it doesn't catch up to it. But I don't even believe it can catch up to it because there's so much material for it. It's the same thing with this show. Why do 3 filler episodes in the beginning? Like, I would think they know the rule. It takes 3 episodes to get into an anime, and this just does not get you into it. I mean, I just can't believe how crappy this is. And like I said, I've even watched past it up to, I think about 6 episodes, and basically it's just, and they get into the manga, but it's so boring and they low it down. I mean, it's not what it is as the manga. It's just so frustrating. I mean, like, it gets me so frustrated. It reminds me of a movie that came out, which was crappy, which is my all-time hated movie, which is Avatar: The Last Airbender. Let me not get into that because I will shit on that all day. Like, that's how I feel like they did with this material. They did not follow any of the material, and they did not want to do anything about it. So basically, I just really, really, really am fucking disappointed at this. Like, it just, I mean, excuse my language, but that's how much it's getting to me. I just can't believe how much they just didn't, like they could have just followed the manga. They would have been just all set. They had the material there and they just didn't do it. It's just so terrible. I mean, I don't want to keep on going on because I don't want to waste anybody's time or make this video way too long for anybody to listen to. But I mean, like, it's just something that I felt like when I read the manga, and like I said, I got into it because this show was coming out and people were really hyped about this show in this season that was coming out. And like, I kept on seeing it and I said, let me get into it, let me read the manga, let's see if it's good enough or just people just hyping the game. And I read the manga, and like I said, I binge read it because it was so good. There was no low parts. And I mean, like, I was so excited for the anime. I thought it was gonna go there. I was gonna have another fairy tale, maybe another My Hero Academia kind of thing where I could just watch this. This is 51 episodes. It's in between My Hero Academia seasons. I'm all set. I could be proud of this. I could just like get into it. I could recommend it to everybody. Everybody's gonna love it. And basically, you know, I watched the first episode and I said, okay, it kind of follows the manga, but they did a couple of fillers, but I'm okay with this. But to have the second episode to be a filler, and I was like, oh, this is so stupid, but I get it. They're just trying to show the backstory. They're just making the backstory longer. But to even have the third episode as a filler, basically them traveling over to do their training, but it's the traveling part that wasn't even in the manga. Nobody wants to see that. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see their traveling journey. Just get them there. Get them to the get them to the parts. It's just very, very frustrating. I guess I'm very mad about it. I know there's a lot of people that are very mad about it, but I just wanted to get it out there. And I know I was planning on the show to do like reviews of anime that are already like finished and have the dub finished so people could just watch it or not watch it or not get into it. But I really felt like I had to get this one down. It does have dubs and Funimation does dub it. I mean, like, if you really want to see it, but I do recommend you just reading the manga for now. Maybe down the line when it gets to like the next season or the next probably, what is it? This is the winter season, so probably the spring season. I'll review it again to see if it got better, if they're doing better with it. But like, I can't even take it. It just doesn't even add up. I'm just gonna have to give this a good 3 out of 10, which means it sucks. I wouldn't even touch it. I wouldn't even look at it. I'd just rather buy the manga and just read the manga at this point. Watch other shows. I'm just gonna look into that. But that's about it. That's all I have for this craptastic Black Clover. Um, like I said, I'll come back as I can with more reviews as I can do it. I'm gonna try to shoot for like every 2 weeks, but I'll see what I can do. Anyway, subscribe, stay in touch. Thank you, and have a good day, guys.